Look at that. We got a Kiwi crossing. Why? I am in the land of Kiwi. I am in New Zealand, headed to Western Springs. All right, so the boys have been hard at work, and I wasn't there to help them, so there's quite a bit of stuff to do here. We're going to change the bars. We got to do a little bit of wiping it down and get a setup on it. Tires is always part of the game, and we're behind, so we need to do some tire stuff too. So, yeah, how's John doing today? So I spent some time with Peter Honeybell, who does my FK shocks, going over dyno sheets. Because knowing where to set these is important, okay? Turn the knob. We're gonna tie this all the way down. Said 4 clicks off is where the numbers are. These shocks can be easy up front, like you would put on like a drag car or something, or you can tie them down. So 4 clicks off of full tied down is like 160 pounds of rebound. That's the left front. The right front, I'm starting out like 75 pounds of rebound. Setting the shocks is important. That's how we start the night, and it's really just a timing device. You know, if the thing's not staying left, you know, you might tie it down some more, or if it's staying left too much, you might untie the left rear to help get it off to the right rear. The wing really affects all of these adjustments because the car's winged down, okay? So, non-wing guy, I know all the things to do. With the wing car, it's different. You really have to keep the car down and in the track. And if it's not winged down and in the track, it just doesn't have a whole lot of drive. All right, so when you were racing with old Jake Newman,
yeah,
what was your favorite track you went to in the States?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's badass.
Jacksonville is not necessarily my favorite track, only because I'm always having to risk the car like all night long. So when I'm in my buddy Don's car, I don't necessarily like to risk his car. But what other track did you like?
Wilmot was good. I enjoyed Wilmot a lot. To be honest, I enjoyed all of them.
Wilmot I have not been to. How about Sun Prairie? Sun Prairie is a lot like this.
Yeah, Sun Prairie was really nice. It was hard for me to get my head around. That was the sort of the first track where I felt like dirty air and all that sort of stuff. We don't get dirty air down here, so
yeah,
like that was kind of different for me. Was trying to figure out that you can actually run the middle instead of running someone else behind someone else. You know,
yeah. What? If you couldn't tell, he's taller than me. Okay, I'm a short guy. How many races did you run over there?
Yeah, we ran 8 nights. So yeah, Jake, Jim, and all them did an awesome job of getting us going for 8 nights, and yeah, couldn't appreciate them anymore.
Are you gonna try to come back?
Hopefully, hopefully they want us back, and I felt like we got along pretty well. So hopefully we can make it happen again.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
And hopefully we stop destroying stuff here.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
It's been a rough week, honestly.
It has been a rough week.
Thank God for Ozzy.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Yeah, no, he's a saving grace.
Yeah, Ozzy's been busting his butt making this stuff all happen, and his brother, I'm sure. Fresh rubber.
Yeah.
So what is this?
So this is the corporate box
Corporate box?
at Western Springs.
Corporate box?
I'll just put a band on
Oh,
here.
it's fancy.
Yeah. So we've got a bar up here.
It's got carpet. Look at it. You guys are covered from the weather. Okay.
So
All right, so it is night 3 here at Western Springs with the International Sprint Car Series. We ran last week. The track had a bunch of rain. It was pretty cowboy up, so looks like the thing is super smooth today. And this is my last night of racing wing sprint cars on the year. I have one more race at DeCoin with the 7X, but a couple more days here in New Zealand. It's been really nice. This heat race time, I start inside third row. The track is around the top, but I feel like if I want to go forward, I'm going to have to hit the bottom. Oh, and sometimes things just go your way on the start. And the car was really good, and I was ripping the bottom in practice. Too bad somebody caused a yellow, and I just showed everybody my cards. They do a weird restart because the guy in front of me was the car that went yellow. They void the gap, and I don't always know when I should go, when I shouldn't go. It's really hard to read. You can watch my left hand. I'll reach over and pull the wing back, moves it back an inch or two, but you can see right away it makes the right front real light, and the right front arm is almost never touching down the straightaway until I get out of it and roll it through the corner. All right, so we just got done with the heat race. It was pretty solid. We ran third from fifth. So now that we'll be in the second heat race, we started fifth in the first one. They're going to invert us. That'll probably start me like outside second row maybe. I'm not sure how many cars were behind me. And I forgot to get their bumper cam on there. So I'm going to work on getting the bumper camera on there. Hey, thank you so much for watching T-Mez TV down here in Auckland, New Zealand, living my best life, enjoying pies and bakeries and beaches and beautiful drives. And it looks like the track's pretty nice tonight, super smooth. It was really rough the last time we were here, so Hats off to the track crew for giving us a nice racetrack. It was around the bottom, but the top's got some moisture. I think the mid 3/4 midgets just kind of threw all the marbles up there. The bottom was clean, and that's where we ended up running. So, all right, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. We were pretty good, but I moved the wing way back, so potentially I can move the wing up. And the track is slowing down, and so when the track is slowing down, what do we need to do? We need to keep that wing planting the car into the ground, but we need to keep the slower wing speeds in mind. So little sprinkle here, which isn't terrible. It's pretty dry tonight, so I think that's going to help the top. The top was just coming in. I was looking at right rear shock travel. I can tie this down. Nope, that's all the way. And soften that up a click. We'll do that. Go ahead and see. Oh yeah, that's got, I don't have that tied down terribly. We almost buried this one all the way, which could have been up on the berm or whatever, but so I can take a click out of there because it's going away. So I'm actually thinking that it's slowing down. Maybe I was thinking about taking a half out of the right rear and maybe even another 1/4 out of the back of the car to just get the back of the car down in the track. I haven't felt this thing bottom the frame rail out, not one time since I've been here. So if it's not dragging, like I know the good old boys, you know, Sammy Swindell, you know, if it's not dragging the frame rail, they're not happy. Okay, so I haven't felt it drag the frame rail. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lower the back of the car, try to get the back of the car into the track. Well, the RD20 is holding up very nicely. We can at least get another heat race out of it, but all right, that was pretty good. Old Steven Taylor threw a lapper in between him and Pickens, and I know everybody here loves to watch Pickens win everything, so it was nice to see old Steven Taylor put it to him. I think Steven ran second, Max Guilford won it, and Pickens ran third. All right, we got all the changes made to the car. We took a little stagger out, took a little wedge out of the right rear, lowered the back of the car, made a couple clicks on these FK shocks, and we added one hole for the wing. So I need to remember to move the wing forward, and I should know better. My mates from Australia, they kept telling me, hey, when you come in, you need to shove the wing back forward so that it doesn't get air in the lines or something. I don't really know. It's fine. You get the back one? What a good mate. He never forgets the rear camera. It's like I have Chuck here in New Zealand. All right, so the boys changed the motor. We got a little oil leak somewhere. I banged the cushion and my foot slipped off the pedal because the pedal is covered in oil. I just got done with the heat race and the car was really good early, and then I just barely snugged it up. I lowered the back a quarter turn and I took another quarter out of the right rear. And I was so tight out there, but it rained and I didn't realize the top got good. Got a couple little curbs off it too, and I hit the curb and it blew my foot off the gas. It's hard to explain. These things have so much G-force in the corner. In the wing car back home, Don's car, I run like a little center leg piece to keep my legs from not blowing off the pedals, basically. Okay, well that makes sense because I felt like I was losing power steering too, but I checked the power steering level and it was okay. That's not good.
But then, and like, there's no real oil on the other side of the motor.
No,
Yeah.
it's all in the car. Okay. All right, so eyes on the track is so important, and I didn't really look at the track. I just assumed it was getting slicker, and so I lowered the car, and man, I was a little bit tight that time. But we killed a little bit of stagger. My left rear tire wasn't that good. They run a really soft tire here, and so it's just a constant killing tires. It's actually impressive that we're in a country where it's hard to get sprint car parts. It's expensive to export stuff over here, and old Ozzy, he's not afraid to just kill tires so that we can be fast. So thank you, Ozzy, for letting me be a part of the So Cool Racing. It's probably so cool, but that sounds so cool, doesn't it? First rodeo. Oh shit, Ben is pretty good too, and Ben won last weekend.
If it's on your 50/50 ticket, we need to see you around the back of the stand here.
All right, well that was fun. Got to go up on top of the tower, watch some midget races, and track is looking good. I need to go back here and tell Jordan what I think we need. I think we got ourselves a little stagger tight out there, and there's a couple holes. So I'm probably gonna just go back, raise the back of the car, put the half turn in the right rear, and I don't know. I'm a little worried because it was acting like it didn't have a ton of power steering and it leaked a bunch of oil out on the floor pan. So it looks like the boys got that all cleaned up. And hopefully the cameras are charged. I've been doing my best with the video stuff. It's tough. I'm traveling the world, living out of a suitcase with 5 outfits. So did a little bit of shopping this week. And, trying to keep rested. Went out with my mates last night and everybody was drinking, and I drank fountain cokes with ice. Not a lot of ice here in New Zealand, so got myself a fountain drink, drank a couple of those. Resting is so important when you're driving a fire breathing dragon like a sprint car, okay? And the wing really controls what the car does, so it's tough to see air. I can't see air. It's unfortunate. If I could, they might call me Donnie Shots, because I feel like he can actually see the air because he keeps that thing loaded and beautifully down. time to put some tear-offs on, and there is a new tear-off in town. And this was the only tear-off I could get for my helmet, so thank you to the guys at Clear Track. I'm going to try these things out and see how it goes, stack them on the helmet. It's almost go time. I did my magical setup, which ultimately went ahead and raised the back of the car, put the half back in the right rear, because the track is now like ledgy and it's got a top, and I was a little tight on the top, but we also gave ourselves another 3/4 of an inch of stagger. We were down on stagger. We were at like 11 1/4, and that wasn't enough.
I think they're designed by a driver here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And they were a little cheaper. Still $55 here.
Yep.
Everything is dear here in New Zealand, so I am just fortunate to be here, able to race. Oh, you got a little break?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'll come down and see you guys.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little worried because I don't think it's going to have power steering. It was puking oil out of the power steering. It's not?
No, it's the rear main seal of the motor.
You think so?
Yeah, Ozzy said it's got a leak.
I wonder where the grids are.
I said, okay, we got any grip tape for the pedal? Oh, no.
That'd be fun.
She'll be right, mate.
It's not my problem, it's his problem. It's been good. You know, we came down here last time to run the midget, and this time the Suckers invited me to run the wing car. The wing car is just magical. You know, they're fire-breathing dragons. So hopefully I can tame the 47 tonight and get this thing up on the podium. We got our work cut out for us. We're starting 11th, but that's okay. That's okay. We got to go forward, and I think I got it in me.
I think you have too. I watched you obviously on video in Adelaide where you finished 5th. I watched you at Palmerston where you did a really good job until the engine fell over. And I don't doubt that you can do it. Are you going to run the top or the bottom?
You know, it's tough because the wing cars you really don't want to follow, you know, and that's the key because of the dirty air. You can't see the air, but I think it's dirty when you're behind somebody. So that's what I'm going with. You know, so if guys go to the top, I go to the bottom. Guys go to the bottom, I go to the top. It's that's what makes sprint car racing fun. You just wing it in there on the gas, and hopefully it's not wheeling and driving into the fence.
Well, certainly we hope you all the best. From 11, keep an eye on the car. 47, Team S.
Hey, thank you so much for coming out and joining the show. We really appreciate it, and love Western Springs. Excited to get the feature in here tonight.
Good stuff. Thanks.
bicycles. I almost need to run above it, but I might be a little too tied down on that right rear shock to allow right rear to get through the holes. I try to run above it there, but it really doesn't help me a ton. It feels like I'm losing the right front, and by this video, the right front is so light all the time. It just makes it hard to enter with any speed when you can't feel the front end. Ultimately, where it was soft, it just kept getting deeper holes, and the longer the race went on, the more treacherous it got. Let's skip forward 10 laps, and we're in lap traffic. The race went the last 20 laps green, and I have pulled the wing back by now in order to try to stick the bottom a little better. It just becomes a pedal fest, you know, where you're trying to keep the tires underneath you. I kind of got it in there a little sideways, blew the tires off, but down the straightaways it's still just trying to fly the nose. And anytime I caught the moisture, it was definitely trying to get light on the front end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sign my shoes.
Yeah, I can sign your side.
He's trying to get your pencil sign my shoes.
Right on. All right, so I got my little mate here who made it to the races. We just got done with the sprint car feature, and the car was so good. We trucked from 11th to 5th. I really needed a yellow, and it's so tough with the wing cars because you just got to keep digging, okay? And I was running the top, and it was kind of just eating me up, okay? So I started attacking the bottom, pedaling it off the corner, and we got rolling. I actually got to 5th place. Knocked my buddy Max Guilford out of the top 5. Sorry about that, bud. But we wanted it. We picked him up off the bottom. Hey, thank you so much for watching Team Ez TV. Had an amazing night. An amazing trip, actually. And this is the last sprint car race of the year for Team Ez. So pretty excited. I've been waiting to say this for a while. I did not crash the wing car, not one time all year. I destroyed the non-wing car in 7 races. I destroyed 2 of them. And I quit non-wing racing because I didn't want to get hurt or kill myself. And here we are, racing wing cars, living my best life. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Apparently, I was third in the international points series. I don't like to points race, so I don't really care. But, hey, maybe these guys care, so that's awesome. We ran third in the points. We ran 11th from, we went 5th from 11th tonight, and I really need a yellow. So, I feel pretty good about all that.